Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. These days just seem to go by way too quickly here. So I'm going to find you guys here on Women Helping Women Entrepreneurs. And then once that happens, we will get started with our amazing training today. Those of you who are hopping on, say hello. Let me know who's here. Let me know if you're ready to hit 5 figures online, because I know that's really the goal for a lot of us, is to hit those 10K months, which is why I'm talking about that today. So if you guys are on and you're like, I want to hit 10K months, let us know in the comments. Be like, me, yes. And once more of you guys hop on, I'll make sure to introduce myself. But those of you who are like, yes, Nicole, how do I get to 10K months? What do I need to do? We're going to talk about that today, okay? Because trust me, it's not as difficult as it may seem. Obviously, being a business owner is hard. I'm not going to lie about that. There's a lot of hard stuff that comes into play and that you have to get through. But there are also a lot of amazing things. So I see a lot of you hopping on right now. Who here wants to hit 10K months? Let me know, and make them consistent too. I'll talk about that as well, because consistency with 10K months is really the goal for each and every one of you, right? I can sit here and say, yay, like you hit a 10K month, but if we can't do it again, right, we're actually not hitting those real goals. So those of you, Devin, I love you. She's like, me, 10K months, yes, let's do it. If you guys want 10K months, let me know in the comments, because that was me, right? That's how I started out 20 months ago in my business. As I said, I will have made it in my business if I hit 10K months. And so it's been kind of my mission here lately to really talk about that, how I've done that. This year we'll be making over $500,000 in revenue. Again, I have been in business for less than 2 years. It's possible for you. I only sell online. So if you guys are a product-based or brick and mortar, you're gonna have even an extra opportunity to sell more online and in your stores. So this is for all of you guys to really kind of grow within understanding where 5 figures even comes from and how to do it properly. So those of you who are on, please like this video. If you're like, yes, 10K is what I wanted to do, please let me know that you're here in the comments. And if you've been on a live before, or if this is your first one, thank you guys so much for joining us. But first things first, a little bit about what I do and how I've gotten to, you know, the 10K months, the 30K months, the 50K months, and what we do to help you guys and our clients and just people I share all of these tips with get to those marks too, all right? Those of you who are on right now, how many of you guys think that 10K months just seem like hard to get to? Say yes. I think 10K, in the comments, say yes. I think 10K months are hard to get to. Let me know, because I'm going to literally bust this myth today. And a lot of it has to do with our mindset, but also strategy, because some of you probably hear this all the time. You're like, mindset, Nicole, I want fucking strategy to get me to 10K months. What do I need to do? Okay. The main thing, all right, and this is what I'm going to go through. Hi, Ms. Yes, we're going to make this go away, all right? 10K months are going to seem a lot easier after this video, and here's how. I have about 6 strategies or 7 that I've written down today that we're going to talk about, all right? One of them, the first one, is visibility. Those of you who are on right now, do you think you're being visible enough to your customers or clients? Say yes or no in the comments. Be like, yes, I'm being visible enough, or no, I'm not. Because I get this a lot from potential clients that say, Nicole, I'm doing everything. I'm out there all the time on social media. I'm doing all the work. And then when I audit, there's a lot of holes. Okay, there's a lot of holes in the visibility because a lot of us are scared. We're scared of being truly visible. We're scared of the live videos. We're scared of the reels. We're scared of pictures of ourselves and our lives. And we're scared of telling the true story of being a business owner, right? Because this shit's hard. And a lot of people don't like to talk about the hardness, but I can't tell you ladies how many times I was bawling on the floor because business was hard, okay? It gets easier. And something that I've realized too is once you hit that 10K mark, the real goal for each and every one of you guys is to understand where you're wanting to go with your business, okay? Do you need support? The answer is yes, okay? Are you wanting to continue to grow to where you don't have to do everything yourself? The answer should be yes. There's lots of things that transition once you hit those 10K months, and it's very valuable. So visibility is one of them, and here are some tips to help you guys be more visible, all right? Make sure you are posting content every single day that is not sales posts, all right? We don't need to, okay, when you guys see a sales post from somebody, how many of you guys just keep on scrolling? Say me, because that's me. I just keep on scrolling when I see sales posts. When somebody's like, hey, here's my bottle of this, here's my product of this, it's $22, here's 25% off. We all just scroll past it, okay? Because we want to be the ones initiating the sales. And people ask me, Nicole, what do you mean by that? It means I, as the customer or client, want to come to the person I am buying a product or service from and be like, hey, I like what you're putting out there. I like the results that I'm seeing. I want to buy from you, okay? You're wanting to get your customers and clients that mindset so they come to you to buy. How do you do that? It's not about the sales post anymore, okay? It's about the visibility and it's about the storytelling, all right? Those of you who are on right now, how many of you are service-based providers and how many of you are product? Say product or service in the comments because I'll make sure to kind of give you guys tips and strategies for each of these. Product, service, let me know below. Thank you guys so much for liking this video because I'm really trying to just like spit as many strategies and facts as I can right now. So appreciate you guys. But if you are service-based, all right, you need to play into what are the pain points of the people who are going to buy into you, right? What do they need from you? Tell those stories, be honest, share those types of results. Yes, love the product, love the service. So for product-based business owners, ladies, your results are key. Each and every one of your guys' products does something for someone. You're a boutique, you make somebody feel beautiful. I actually bought this from one of my boutique girls, this dress that I'm wearing today. I love supporting small business owners, but I'm also very lazy, and this is how most people are. So if you're not in front of my face where I'm seeing things, where I'm seeing results, where I'm seeing people feel really good about themselves, I'm not gonna buy, okay? And that's usually how most of our customers and clients are. But how do we be in front of their face properly, right? People ask me that question all the time. How am I gonna be in front of them properly? How do you guys do that? You tell your story, you do live videos, and you always give value, okay? Value first before sales, or as I like to call it, service before sales, okay? When you serve first, whether you are a product or service-based provider, people are going to start coming to you. Those are the customers and clients you want. We don't need to be chasing anybody, okay? That's not how money works. That's not how you get to your 5-figure months, right? You need people who understand your worth up front, who see that you're adding value, who've seen that you've helped other people, and who are ready to invest in you. How many of you guys like chasing your customers and clients? I'm just gonna leave that there, right? Like none of us love chasing people, right? That's hard. That's it's inconvenient. We start feeling bad about ourselves. We start questioning our products and our services. Nobody wants to feel that way. Nobody wants to chase people. I'm here to tell you guys, you do not have to chase people to hit 10K months at all. Never, nope, you don't have to do it. You don't have to cold pitch. You don't have to be in their DMs being like, hey, Sally, I do this. No, none of that, okay? You don't have to do it. And I've hit 50K months off of just giving value, okay? Off of doing videos like this, off of serving, off of creating offers that are free, right? The free word, but I'm here to serve, right? That's the goal. And I think a lot of us get stuck in this mindset where we're like, oh, I see all these people hitting these goals. What are they doing different? Guys, they're just being themselves, okay? And they're sharing themselves online, which those of you who are on right now, how many of you guys feel afraid to share your story, whether good or bad? Like how many of you that kind of feels uncomfortable? Just say yes or no in the comments. Because this used to be a very hard thing for me to do. I'm a very positive person and there's a lot of bad shit that's happened to me in my life, okay? And I've been very scared to share that. When I started to get more vulnerable with where I've been at, how hard things were, when me and my husband graduated school, we were like, broke as all get out. I don't know how we survived, okay? But we did it, and now we're here, and now we're in this space where we got to build this home, and I have this amazing office, and I have 2 employees, and under 20 months we've built this, okay? And it's something that if you guys are passionate about what you do, all right, and all of you I'm sure are, you guys are gonna be successful. So it's that belief, but you also have to share that belief to others, right? Because they're not gonna believe in us unless we are believing in us. And I actually saw this thing on Forbes. There was this global research that they did, and it said people are 4 to 6 times more likely to buy into you and your brand if they know what you're doing, right? If they know your mission, if they see you out there. So why are we not being visible, right? You don't need to have all of these sales strategies and all that shit to sell your stuff, okay? You just need to be yourself, okay? You need to tell your people what you're passionate about, why you started your business, what's your mission, okay? People actually love supporting small business owners. And if we aren't more vocal about that, right? If you guys aren't being more vocal about who you are and what you're doing, people are never going to buy. And what I mean by that too is don't just sell, okay? There's a lot of us, I'm guilty of this too, where all I used to do was make sales posts. I used to be like, oh my gosh, I'm a social media agency. Like I do this, I do that. No, but like, and this is blunt, nobody cares. Okay, what they do care about is you. They do. They care about you. They care about what you're passionate about. They care about who you're helping. Okay, I've had so many clients come to me who have these amazing missions, right? Who give 15% of their commissions and all this to different organizations, and they do all these charity events, and they don't talk about it. All right, and I'm like, why aren't you talking about it? When we start talking about that, they start making really, really great money and moves because people love knowing there's something behind their dollar, right? Knowing that there's something more, okay? So that story, right? Even if you're not giving anything away, right, to charity, or even if you're not doing events yet, there's lots of things that money does for you as, you know, a woman business owner, as a family person, as somebody who has children. You're building this whole brand around yourself, and that's what money goes to, right? So we have to share that story. So visibility, as you ladies saw, is like one of the top ones. So if you're not being visible enough, if you guys don't have enough strategies or ideas on how to do live videos, how to add value, whether you're product or service based, I have a free Facebook group that I'll have my ladies drop down right now. It's called the 6-Figure Ad Strategies for Women Entrepreneurs. It's pretty much just all the marketing that you guys could ever imagine that I teach on and I share because I do these videos there too. So feel free to join that. The next thing though is you guys need to, okay, how many of you right now have a cold sales pitch in your DMs? Because if I could screen share right now, it would be pretty amazing how many I have, let alone on LinkedIn. So I'm pretty disappointed with LinkedIn. But we need to understand that cold sales is not going to get you to 5-figure months. And here's why, okay? Because cold selling now to people is literally just like a sales post, and it's just annoying. Because to you and to the person being cold sold to, they just feel like another number. They don't feel like you care. They may feel like, depending on the products that you're trying to sell, right? They may feel like bad about themselves. I can't tell you how many people have come into me and they're like, hey, here's a weight loss thing. And I'm like, ouch. Like, what if I'm happy with where I'm at? Like, maybe I'm not. Maybe I have a tummy and I need to lose some weight still, but I don't like being told that in a message. Nobody does, right? So how do we change that? One, I want you guys who are on right now to say no cold messaging. Just type it in the comments, be like, no cold messaging. That way we can reiterate it to everybody who's on live and who's watching the replay, because that is not something that you need to do to get to 10K months. What do you need to do? You need to make relationships, okay? Collaborations, partnerships, networking, and supporting others, okay, even if they're in your same industry, is what's gonna take you ladies to the next level. How many of you guys, okay, partner with other people? How many of you guys do that? Because let me tell you, it has literally changed my whole business, okay? When I started partnering with people, even for lower amounts than if I was working with them one-on-one, even in group programs, it changed my whole business because it reminded me why I do this, okay? I do this to help women like you. Not just to help myself, not just to help my future family, but that is a part of it, right? I do this so I can help women like you. Yes, ladies, I'm glad to see the no cold messaging comments come through. But if we aren't actually doing the things that we started our business for, right, we're not going to get to those next marks, okay? We're not going to get to those next steps. And something for me that I'm starting to reevaluate and realize again, right, is I got to those 10K months in about 8 months starting my business, okay? I was working 12 plus hours a day. I worked about 6.5 days a week, and then I needed to hire on help. The biggest advice that I could give each and every one of you guys right now is invest in support early, okay? Whether that's a VA for 10 hours a month, whether that's an OBM to help you kind of get your back end all set up for your business properly. Invest in support, even if it's a coach, even if it's marketing help. I highly recommend this because what it's gonna do is it's gonna set you up in a space to where you don't get burnt out. There's a point in my business where I was hitting 10, 15K months and I was doing it all by myself and I wanted to quit. Okay, because it was so hard. I had no time with my husband. I wasn't enjoying my business at all. And I needed that support. Okay, we don't have to do it all. There are people out there that will love your business just as much as you do and do everything in their power to support you, okay? And try to take you to that next level. Obviously, there's questions that we need to ask. We need to make sure that we like vibe with those people. But I want to say this, and I want you guys to write this in the comments. I don't have to do it all. Okay? You don't have to do it all in your business, okay? To take you to that next level. You are allowed to ask for help. You are allowed to get help. And that was one of the biggest things that I did for my business to take me to that next step. As I said, I have 2 amazing women who are on right now, who are my full-time employees that are supporting this business grow, and I would not be here without them, okay? And I give so much freaking gratitude to them and to my clients, because that's what takes us to the next level, right? A lot of us think, yes, ladies, I don't have to do it all. A lot of us think that we have to do it all. We see these people posting and they're like, I work 10 hours a week and I make $1 million. And I'm just like, no, that's not what happened. First off, they were crying on the floor too when it was hard. Second off, they have a ton of people helping them, okay? A ton. And that's for me where it gets hard, because I want each of you guys to know there is so much more help going on in the back end of businesses. I am not doing this alone, nor would I be able to, okay? And I think that's important for each of you guys to know. Yes, love it, Lindsay. Thank you so much for hopping on. But I mean, that's kind of where we get into this process, right? We compare ourselves. We compare ourselves to other people. Today, I don't want this live to be comparing to me at all, okay? I want it to be like, hey, Nicole can do it, I can do it too, and I'm gonna take these strategies and do it even faster than how she did it, okay? Because it's 100% possible. That's what I'm wanting you guys to do, okay? Take these strategies, run with it, and then maybe come back and message me and be like, Nicole, thanks, like this is what I've done, because that stuff fills up my cup. I love seeing your guys' success, and I love being able to support each and every one of you and take you guys to the next level, okay? So, another strategy here is a lot of people ask me, how do I storytell, Nicole? How do I even share about my life, about my struggles, about my business in a non-salesy way? Well, first, I'm going to promote, I have a 3-day sales challenge that's coming up at the end of April. So if you guys are wanting to learn how to sell better, I go into deeper detail on these 3 topics that I'll speak about. And if you guys want to join that challenge, just say #challenge and I'll have the girls drop the link for you. But when it comes to storytelling, all right, and sharing our life and being uncomfortable and being vulnerable, think of where your people and your clients are at. Most of our customers and clients were at a space that we were at earlier in our journey, right? So as a marketing agency owner, I literally was in a spot where I needed help with my own marketing, okay? So I can relate to my clients very, very easily as I go back and imagine the time where I was working 12-hour days, 6.5 days a week, and I'm just like, oh wow, like I remember that feeling, right? Get into sharing stories about the feelings and the pain points that your customers are currently dealing with, all right? Because that's what's gonna take you guys to the next level, because they just need some empathy. They just need some sympathy, and they just need to know that you care, okay? That you care to support them, that you care to help them and take them to the next level. And that's how I do a lot of my storytelling, right? Is I base it off of my business journey, because a lot of my clients are business women. They deal with the same struggles as I do. And it's something that when I'm vulnerable about it, they come and they connect with me. There's one post that I did talking about where me and my husband were super struggling once I graduated school with, an expensive degree and went into a career that started out at $30,000 a year, where you're working weekends all the time. And I just was like, I can't do this, let alone we can't afford to continue to do this, right? Very stressful situation. And I shared, we bought and built a brand new house when we moved into it at the end of 2020. And I shared a post in this group actually saying, if you're in this spot right now, which was the spot I was in 2 years ago, just know you can be making moves to make $1 million business in that short amount of time. And I gained amazing clients from that post. I gained amazing new collaborations and friendships from that post. And I did no selling, okay? All I did was tell my story. And a lot of us, those of you who are on right now, when you think about your story, do you kind of devalue it in a sense where you're like, people don't want to hear that? If you devalue your story, let me know in the comments, be like yes or no. Because I think as women, we do that even more because we don't want to come off as bragging, right? We don't want to say, hey, I don't ever want to brag because, I've had these hard things, or I don't want anybody to feel vulnerable or to feel this pain or go through that again, right? If they had that happen to them. But let me tell you what storytelling does when you're vulnerable, okay? It connects you with people that it would never have connected you with before. And I shared a story one time about me being sexually assaulted. I've done a lot of this sharing, okay? Even though it's hard and I'm like getting choked up about it now, because I think it's important for other women to know no matter the trauma we've been through before, we can get to totally different spaces in our future, okay? And that we get to decide. We get to decide who we put into our lives. We get to decide the money that we make, the businesses that we create, the people we get to help, the people who get our time. We get to decide all of that. And I think that's pretty powerful. So with my story, that's what I share. I share that I've been here, this has happened to me, traumatic events, but here's where you can get to. Because a lot of us, when we're in those moments, right, when we're in those dark spaces in our lives, we don't have that person that's showing us what can happen after, right? We just hear it. People are like, it will get better, all of these things. But sometimes we just need somebody that we can see, that we can actually see that's done it, right? That's getting better. And and that person is you for somebody else, right? Like I may be that person for you currently. You are that person for somebody else. And I think that is so, so, so important because when you don't share your story, even if it's to grow your business, even if it's to get more sales, right? You are doing a disservice to the person who needs your story, right? Each and every one of us are here to help other people. Whether you believe that or not, I believe that, and I know that it's completely true because who knows, we could be gone tomorrow, right? Each and every one of us, though, is here today to help somebody else, okay? And in turn, that then helps us. So with your marketing and when you're being visible and when you're storytelling, do it to help the person who needs it. Do it to help the person who was maybe in your spot 3 years ago. Do it to help the woman who is struggling right now because she has no one to talk to and she feels very alone and she doesn't know what's going on. Do it for them, okay? Your products, your services, this all ties back into making connections, supporting others, and taking them to the next level that they need to be, which is uplifting them, right? That's what we're here to do. Another thing that a lot of us struggle with in business is it's a numbers game, okay? If you guys are wanting to hit 10K, have you looked at your numbers yet and said, that's realistic for me to do? If you have to have 20 clients or you have to sell 1,000 products to get to 10K, that's not gonna be a realistic number for you, right? Our goal here is for everything to be realistic and to make sense. So, here's the game plan, all right? Each and every one of you guys should have a low ticket or free offer. This is going to take you guys and bring in amazing leads that eventually are going to get to the space where they buy from you, okay? You need a low ticket offer. You need something for free. That's why I do my free challenges, which if you guys are just hopping on, we have a free 3-day sales challenge that I am doing at the end of next week. So if you guys want that, just say #challenge. But again, it gets you in the space where people can get to know, like, and trust you, all right? With these free items, you are bringing them into your sphere, you're bringing them into your circle, and you can upsell them in the future. It may not be right after they watch your free webinar or right after they're in your challenge, and that is okay, okay? They don't need to have the money for you yet. They're moving in that direction. Being in your space, like I was just talking about a few minutes ago, is what's gonna help them get to that area to where they can work with you. Something I see too many people do that is really negative and that's putting them in this negative sphere is they say, that person doesn't have the money right now to buy my product or purchase my services, so they are not my audience. That's wrong. That's wrong. Why aren't they your audience right now? Because they don't have the money? That doesn't make any sense. What if they're working for that? What if they like you? You are literally alienating about 50% of your future clientele because you're saying that since they don't have the money now, they shouldn't be in your space, that they can't afford your stuff, so you're not gonna serve them. Wrong, we don't do that here, okay? That's not what we're gonna do here. Everybody is moving into your space to become a future client or customer. That's what you need to think. And you need to serve them all in that way. It's just like treating others how you want to be treated. You need to do that. It is so imperative for your business because let me tell you, bridges are burned and they are burned very quickly online, just like they are in person. And I can't explain enough about how treating others with kindness Even if you're like, well, this is taking my time and they may not become a customer or client, they can refer. They have people in their network. There's always tons of ways that when you guys think of this, it's going to end up actually being beneficial. Okay, so never say, oh, that person's not going to be a client, I shouldn't serve them, right? That's one of the biggest mistakes. Now back to the numbers game. Create different levels of services and products. If you have a product right now and let's say it's under $20 and you're like, Nicole, I have to sell a lot of those to get to 10,000. You're totally right. You do. You do have to sell a lot of those to get to 20,000. But what about a bulk package? What if somebody's wanting to buy all of your items for their family members? Do you have that option to where they can buy that for a discounted price? And maybe that bulk option is $100, right? Do you have a subscription option yet as a product-based business owner that could leave in monthly reoccurring income to help you grow your business? If not, that's an option, right? To help you get to your 10K months. If you were a service provider, what low-end, signature offer, and high-end offers do you have? Do you have any of those, right? Low-end offers, remember, those are free to $499. Signature offers are usually group programs. Think of signature offers as something that doesn't require one-on-one time of you all of the time. And those could be courses as well, right? Like pre-recorded stuff. Those are between 500 to 5,000, depending on your experience. And then you have your high ticket offers, okay? Those usually range from 1,000 to 25,000 plus, all right? You need to have all of these different tiers in your business to be successful. Okay, that's something that you need. And that's actually going to help you guys see those numbers kind of come together, right? Because if you have a signature offer that's, let's say, $1,000, you need to sell 5 of those and then maybe 2 of your high ticket. And there you go. You have 7 clients and you've made 10 grand. That's a lot more realistic. And so the numbers game is imperative, you guys. And I think we forget that a lot. So I wanted to make sure to share that today. Sorry, I'm getting text messages. And the last thing for today that I'm going to focus on is proof. Okay. Don't be afraid to brag about yourself. Okay. Brag about the results that your products are getting people. Brag about how they're making them feel beautiful. If it's a boutique, like, my boutique friend, Styles by Erica is where I got this dress. Don't be afraid to talk about the results you've gotten your clients and the transformations you've made for them, right? That's something that proves that the experience you have is going to make a difference for people, okay? And it's less of a sellings post, right? It's more so, hey, I'm highlighting a client again, or I'm highlighting a customer and I'm saying thank you, okay? Thank yous are so powerful and we don't say them enough. So share those results that you've gotten people. Make sure to say thank you for that and continue to be visible, okay? Continue to be out there. So ladies, I know I have about 3 minutes and this I feel like was a super powerful live and I just appreciate each of you guys so much and I hope I gave you tons of value. Yolanda, thank you so much. You're so sweet. I'm glad you found lots of value in this. But with that being said, I do have a 3-day free sales challenge coming up at the end of the month. That's going to teach you guys kind of my sales techniques, whether you're an extrovert or introvert, how to sell online, relationship-based sales, and then tips to closing the sale, right? Because we can get people in all the time, talk about our items, but how do we close them? That's what I'm going to be teaching on. So if you guys want the challenge link, you want to sign up, I am also giving away a free virtual ticket to my Women in Business retreat that is coming up. Guys, do #challenge and we'll send you that link. Also, a little bit about the retreat, because I know some of you are like, wait, Nicole, what? A retreat? I have a Lake Tahoe Women's in Business retreat that I am hosting in September. We have in-person tickets. We only have a few left, though. A few left. We have 73 left. That's the spots that we have, because we can only have a certain amount of people at the retreat. Your ticket pays for your hotel, breakfast and lunch, and the conference. There's 4 events during the 4 days, 3 nights. So if you guys are interested in an in-person or virtual retreat, because we're doing both, let me know and say #retreat and the girls will drop down that link. I'm really excited for it. It's my first 6-figure investment in my business, and I have a feeling it's gonna be the best thing that I've ever done. 1, because I love networking. 2, because I love connecting with women like you. And 3, I love giving you guys strategies to take your businesses to the next freaking level. So if you guys are interested in any of these things, let me know. Also, please add me as a friend on Facebook if we aren't friends, because I love being in your circle and supporting each and every one of you. Continue to grow your passions and missions. Thank you guys so much for being on here today. I appreciate you so freaking much. And I look forward to connecting with you guys more in the future. Again, I do these lives every Wednesday with more training. So can't wait to see you guys. Bye. Thank you.